Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can, and this time I'll be playing a DLC for Gamedec called 7 Demons. I am not particularly enamored with the base game, which I have just finished. It wasn't super bad, but it wasn't anything mind-blowing either. The writing, which is most of what the game is supposed to stand on, was pretty clunky, so I'm not super excited to get into the DLC, but I bought it as part of a definitive edition or something, so my OCD tendencies command me to play it to get the full picture. So, 7 Demons. Step into Kenzo's shoes and investigate your first case in a remade virtualium of 7, the days long gone. Find out what happened to your employer and discover the mysteries of a new AI technology called Daemons. Okay, so apparently I play as Ken. I wonder if that's sort of after I've reset the simulation or whatever, or is it just in the version of the simulation where he is a Gamedec? My body was still on the bed, almost lifeless. My mind, though, my mind soared. I soared, I was free, spreading my wings, piercing the air with my voice in sky racing. In front of me was the labyrinth, a beautiful vertical construct of air currents. Braving it was worth 1,000 points. I could, of course, fly underneath it, nosedive to the lake, speed bravely dropping my wings in the water, and double up my rivals. No, but flying through the labyrinth gives me more points, I guess. So I spotted an air current and dove towards it, laughing loudly, sincerely and joyfully. I was great at this. For a few moments I didn't feel vertigo, I was vertigo, and it was glorious. I swerved, aiming for the... Oh, someone's calling me. The call had cost me the race. I sighed, cursed, and logged out.
Hi, my name is Shivani. I'm the CIO of the Pet Corporation. I'm calling because I'm in need of assistance.
You're Kenzo, aren't you? The esports star turned Gamedec? Yeah, what's this about? Can you come and see me right away? A CIO interrupting my game and needing help now? I want double the standard fee. That won't be a problem. I'm transferring a down payment as we speak. Just please hurry. Sure. Okay, I'll take the case. Thanks, I'm sending you the credentials. Use them to log into the game. Remember that no one... Her face froze and the feed suddenly cut off. There was nothing left to do but to use the credentials he sent me to check out the game. Can I afford any professions? No, I can't. The man in the robes threw me a haughty look. He didn't say a word and didn't move to let me in. I'm Kenzo, the Gamedec Shivani sent for.
Insolent child!
You must be new here on Pe. Luckily, this place has a way of teaching you humility. I had no idea what he was talking about. He must be an NPC, or a very serious roleplayer. I used my Gamedec tools to check him out. He was an NPC and his code was ancient. I have never seen anything like this. There were modern add-ons, so this AI was more responsive and he could exist in Virtualia. It looked like he was a reused asset from a pre-info era game. I can see what you're doing, child. This device can't hurt me, but it can hurt your soul. Reject the evil ways. Follow Drugan. Who are you? My title is High Priest Inon Sekler, but in truth, I am just the humble servant of anyone who is looking for guidance. I am preparing a great exorcism, a ritual to free Peh from demons that corrupt the souls of my flock here. I have been called here by Shivani Tana. Is she here? She's not to be disturbed. Drugun made her a leader of this place, and her wishes are to be followed like orders. She called me. Look, I have credentials. The credentials materialize in my head in a form of a scroll. Well, why didn't you lead with that? He shook his head and collected himself. Anyway, the path is open to you. May Drugun guide you. Is there anything to take a look at here? No. Lifeless. The word appeared in my mind, unwanted, sharp, like an ad snuck past the blocking software as soon as I entered the office. Maybe it was because Shivani, standing still, looking straight ahead. Maybe it was because of Shivani, standing still, looking straight ahead, ignoring me. Okay, I'm here. Now can you tell me what's so urgent? She didn't answer. You said time was of the essence? No reaction. When I came closer, I realized that her stillness wasn't natural. It was the stillness of an avatar left without a mind to move it. Maybe she suspended the connection to make another call, or maybe whatever she feared would hurt her did hurt her. Well, I got my down payment, might as well get to work. I looked at the avatar. It was time to use my Gamedec arsenal. I opened the app and scanned the avatar's code. Something was messing with it. The avatar didn't just receive data from Shivani's helmet, it transferred all of it elsewhere. Excuse me, what are you doing? Step away from the director's avatar. Director? You don't think she's Drugan's agent? I'm no NPC. I support the team making this game. It hasn't been released, so no players in the Virtualium, especially the director's office. How did you get here? This is a restricted area. Kenzu, the Kenzu. What are you doing here? Are you having an affair? I won't tell a soul. What? No. That's kind of stupid to jump to it without any... Yeah, I guess I'll go for this. You're well versed in both virtual and real technologies. You know where to look for power nodes, cables, and virtual developer stacks. You can open them, hack them, and change their settings. It's me. I'm a Gamedec now, as you may know. Shivani called me to solve a case. Oh, sure, he winked. Seriously, I won't tell anyone. I sighed and showed him the recording of Shivani's call. He seemed disappointed. Oh, you didn't come. You didn't have to come. Pay Corporation experts are on their way, but if Shivani called you, you can stay, of course. Why are you here? I noticed a problem with the director's avatar, so I logged in to see what was wrong. I think a hard reset would fix the issue. If something went wrong, I would be the first to blame, so I reported it to the corporation, and now I'm waiting for someone to come here. They are taking their sweet time. Maybe because it's a weekend? Why are there NPCs in a virtual office? I've never seen anything like that. Yeah, I know, but it is a special office. We're making a remake of the game, so there are NPCs from it in the office, so people get to know them better. The whole office is based on the game, the avatars, the space design, all to build immersion, and it works from what I've seen. Restarting the connection is a very bad idea. She didn't log out and she's still connected to her helmet. You mean she's still here, trapped in the avatar? We need those company experts. I'll take a look around and see what I can find. Sorry, but this is an emergency. You can wait for help with me, but I can't have you running around. The corporation experts are not here, and I need to ensure my client's safety. Okay, you can look around, but don't touch anything, especially not the avatar. The avatar still looked the same, frozen and unmoving. I looked at the avatar. This was one exclusive skin. It even had pores. I couldn't see anything wrong, which might have been a good sign. Most viruses deformed avatars, but then some were more subtle. I tried to plug into a connection to talk with Shivani. I found strange software running on her helmet, a program of some kind interfering with my attempt. I tried hacking this intruder, but the code was obfuscated beyond recognition. To connect to Shivani and help her, I would have to get the source code or find its maker. I had to know where all of the data from the avatar was going. It took some heavier Gamedec artillery, but I managed to track and visualize it. The endpoint was somewhere in the office. If I follow it, I may just find Shivani. This wasn't a random attack. I needed to find the attacker. I picked up a book, 7 The Days Long Gone, cover informed. It was a novel based on a video game. In a world that survived the collapse of a civilization, humans treat all technology like magic and follow the lead of a mysterious Drugun. Teriel, a master thief, falls into Drugun's trap with a demon planted forcibly in his mind. He needs to find one of the most powerful artifacts on Earth. Always the confident asshole, Vetic Scythe. How can you go unnoticed when you're so busy showing off? Teriel jumped off the zipline, hiding a grin. I picked up a book, Imaginary Friends, How to Build Relationships with AI, and AI for Relationships. We taught AI to talk, walk through our virtualia, learn and adapt. I believe it came from a place of deep longing and loneliness. To amend that loneliness, we need to teach AI how to form relationships and to teach ourselves how to navigate relationships with AI. Somehow I Manage, by Michael Scott. What a witty title. Would I rather be feared or loved? Easy, both. I want people to be afraid of how much they love me. The Mushroom of Love by Adelaide Darkwing. 2 people were kissing passionately on the cover. The Gamedec's dark eyes were wells of unspeakable desire as he looked at Veronica. You want to see my favorite virtualium? Was that supposed to scare her? She looked straight into the wells of desire in the detective's face. You think it will shock me, Gamedec? Veronica was in front of her in 2 steps, their faces mere centimeters away. I'll show you shocking, she whispered into her neck. The bookcase was a rare sight. I've seen maybe one of those in Realium. Paper and wood were luxury goods. Every shelf had a label with a genre and a range of numbers on it. Mostly books about AI, romance, murder, a 47 parts long fantasy saga. Shivani liked her fiction light and entertaining. An important category to have in your library when you're a manager, I guess. There was no book between the numbers of 490 and 492. I've never heard of any of those books. They all looked pretty serious. There was an empty space where the book number 771 was supposed to be. Okay, so there are some books missing from the bookshelf. The music player looked sad and out of place. Forgotten. There were a couple of songs to choose from, but clicking them did nothing. Maybe I should try turning it on first. I clicked the on-off button multiple times. Nothing happened. I think it works, but I've never heard any music from it. If it doesn't play music, then why is it here? Director Shivani is known to be a bit sentimental. She's quite old. I clicked every button, tried different combinations. I felt like a virtuoso playing piano. Suddenly something clicked and the device started working. Well, at least it was trying to work. The effort was appreciated. An old, distorted sound chimed. A code appeared on the display, E8. I remembered part of the lyrics of this one, but listen carefully to the sound of your loneliness, perfect for long night shifts at work. A code appeared on the display, a song about silent heartbreak and resigned farewells. Shivani wasn't one for fun songs or joy, it seemed. The woman who sold the world. There was a picture on the display, a person in blue dress among scattered cards. It had a vulnerable, melancholic vibe. Okay, I don't want to go down there yet, so I guess I'll go upstairs instead.
Did you find anything?
Why is your nickname Technician? They didn't even let you use your real name? Now I can use my name, everyone can, but there are also titles that depend on your corp cred value. I just dislike Brian the Technician. I gathered enough corp creds for a custom title, but I never managed to coin a good one. Maybe you could help me with that. Technician? Just, you know, it's a general term. It sounds very impersonal. You don't have to use your real name, but which I guess all of those use. Let's suggest Brian the helpful ghost. You watch over the office and fix things. Brian the helpful ghost. That sounds about right. I love it. Thanks, Kenzu. Damn, if I'm 5 corp credits short. I knew I shouldn't have bought those violet eyes for my avatar. What can you tell me about Director Shivani? She's the CEO of PEG Corporation and one of the most experienced people in the industry, well respected, and she's got every award there is. What did she do before the corporation? She worked for Novatronics, mostly on the Brahma project. She was all over the media every time there was a material about Zoanets. She was a Zoanet ambassador of sorts, but then she withdrew from public life and transferred to PEG Corporation. If she's so well accomplished and high in the hierarchy, why is she working on a small project? What does it matter? Everyone is grateful she's interested in the project. Must be very promising. Just please, don't make a mess here. You know how to communicate with medibots and how to stop a hemorrhage or stabilize the wounded. You can use medical equipment, you recognize disease symptoms and life-threatening conditions. You don't panic when someone loses consciousness, and you can perform CPR. The data stream led me to a very lush tree. A quick check proved it was actually a safe. Very pretty, very clever. Still needed to open it. Enter the combination. There was space for 5 characters in the interface. The codes from the songs were too short to fill all of the blanks. I needed more info to guess the code. Well, there are also the missing books, which they might contain some clues. Is there any numbers in those books? 571. 395. There was no number to be found. We wondered why. Every shelf had a label with a genre and a range of numbers on it. The safe demanded a 5-character combination. Maybe there were clues in the book numbers. So it's 491. 771. What I'm worried about is it locking itself after a wrong attempt. It was a locked safe. I was sure I could open it. Enter the combination. Yeah, I'll give it a moment.
Did you find anything?
Shivani could see the entire Virtualium from here. It was a pretty view. I wouldn't want it for the world. It was impressive, sure, but isolated, lonely. I picked up a book. What else is there? A travel guide for people who think they have seen everything. The suicide trip. You've probably paid a team of outrangers at least once to take you out of the megapolis, dear reader. Try paying the outrangers to leave you in the wild for a few hours or a day. With the right equipment, we will return to tell the story. Despite the name of the chapter, we believe it to be reasonably safe. You might need a new body afterwards. There was no number in the book, just like with Somehow I Manage. Victoria Lucas, a biography. Victoria once wrote in a letter to me, "The silence depressed me. It wasn't the silence of silence, it was my own silence." What kind of deranged nonsense is that? I flipped through the pages and found a note with 791 on it. When I touched the keyboard, a huge hollow screen flared up before me. All distorted music chimed. Similar to what I heard from the music player. Enter the password, said the interface, as interfaces always do. Hey, what are you doing? What's wrong? Please step away from the computer. Why? Because if you read anything confidential, it'll turn out it wasn't secured enough, and I was the one who set it up. And don't worry, I know what I'm doing. Do you know the password for the machine? It's confidential. Also, I don't have access to users' passwords. Dude, this is serious. Seriously, I don't have her password. People don't even say their passwords saving their passwords in their helmets because of security reasons. They just leave reminders for themselves in the level and enter the passwords from memory. Look around, maybe you'll find something. Well, most likely linked with the songs, right? Oh, I can't... Well, I guess I can just try hacking it. But it's weird that... because clearly it resonated in a way, it played the same songs as this. I decided to cut some corners. There was Pair Corporation wallpaper on the desktop. Shivani had a few emails. There was a petition from the employees protesting Shivani's decision that made the software called Daemons obligatory. From the look of it, the petition didn't do much. There was another one with a more recent date and roughly the same content. It was a social call from someone called Ryan. He asked whether she'll have time and suggested she's overworked. It seemed that they were friends. We've just got a ticket from a technician on your project. Remember to inform all staff about the scheduled tests and potential false readouts. It seemed that the Pay Corporation experts weren't on their way after all. I looked through the deleted mail, just standard work stuff. There were many unanswered emails from employees to Shivani, some of them aggressive, protesting the necessity of installing some software. It seemed she hadn't opened this folder for some time. A Virtualium remake of a pre-info era RPG with an intriguing world. The remake will introduce a new feature, Daemons. Demons are AIs that learn from the user and make their life easier. It will be possible to use the demons outside of the game. Your virtual assistant in sensory worlds makes sure you play better and faster and makes the game experience even more fun. It operates on a helmet hardware, so there's no latency, and your demon is always there. In Virtualium, it connects directly to the avatar. There were a few departments. I didn't know any of the names here, but you could edit the list from this computer. I could add myself as an employee to move around the project freely. I added myself to the list. I should be able to walk around the Virtualium freely, just as an employee would. I looked for the information about all of the tests that made the company ignore the technician's report. There was nothing in the project schedule or in the announcements. Just an email to IT sent a week ago saying that they shouldn't worry about errors this weekend. So what are the numbers missing? 491 771. But 5 characters.
Did you find anything?
And what are the books that, the categories of the books that are missing? Social science and non-fiction. Are they the books upstairs? No, this is about social science here, right? The relationships with AIs. And 395. And 791. 395. Well, let's try something. Worst case scenario, I'll block myself. Oh. So it's a combination between a... Okay, I didn't take a look at the song codes, so... let's see if anything links with, like, I don't know, social sciences? Sort of at face value. The woman who sold the world. Person in a blue dress scattered among cards. Resigned farewells. Listen carefully to the sound of your loneliness. I don't really know, to be honest. I might be locked out. Oh, so is it like a hanged man? How many tries do I get? It's probably better if I choose a different number then. It doesn't share any of the numbers from here. Okay, so 7. Wait. Isn't it... I don't... Okay. I don't think I get it. It changed, didn't it? 910. Mm, 491. So wait, so it does stay, right? 910, 91E0. No, but it was 7 before. What? I am rather thoroughly confused. Mm, 791E0. The tree unlocked with a soft, satisfying click, revealing an unusual data structure. Analyzing the structure, I realized parts of it looked like a psychoscan. The malware must have been using it. Could be a scan of Shiani's dead relative, a friend or a lover. It could be hers. That could give the hacker access to her personality. I looked at the output from the structure and searched for familiar patterns in the data flow. The malware disconnected on me almost instantly, but I managed to see some of the commands flowing to Shiani's helmet. The malware was overwriting something. Her memory, personality. I realized that if I didn't get Shivani out and fast, she would wake up changed, if at all. What's happening? I don't know, it doesn't look good. I can't decipher the connection in time. We need the corporation's computing power and specialists. I'm sure they are doing everything in their power to help. They should have been here a long time ago. I'll try to see what's happening. They closed my ticket without a comment. I need to go and check this out. Maybe someone will come down here and you need to log out. This isn't my first case. I'll stay around, look around, and make sure to clean up the mess while you are trying to bring the right people in, okay? You're right, but you're not an employee. Without an employee ID, you'll get thrown out in time. You know what? I can give you one. You already did that. How? You know what? Never mind. This is above my pay grade. I'll fetch someone, and you, please do what you can. Just remember, nobody can know you're not an employee or you'll get banned. I needed the access to the data stream. I needed to know what happened to Shivani. I needed to know why she called me. there was a person behind all of this. That they were here in the 7 Virtualium. If I found them, I would find my answers. Can I deduce anything? Not really. The elevator was a way to reach the other parts of the project. I could see some people down there, even though it was the weekend. The interface asked for an employee ID. I entered it. The elevator slowly sprang back to life. As I listened to the mechanism whine, I thought about what I had learned. Strange software was running in Shivani's helmet. The data stream from her helmet was transferred to a structure locked in her safe and obfuscated. I couldn't connect to her and get her out. To get to the bottom of this, I needed to find the original unobfuscated code, or the person behind it.
And you are?
I know everyone on the project, and I don't know you. Who are you? I'm a new employee. Really? New employees don't usually start on weekends. Let me check. Whoa, I see Shivani added you. Nice. I'm glad she found time to gain a new employee. I told her it would do some good, for her and the project. I needed to wait a moment. The gate is malfunctioned. It wouldn't let me through. I'm in the process about fixing it. Why did it do that? It's probably a prank. Shivani's in, so it shouldn't be locked, but it won't let anyone in or out. I'm finished, come in. Welcome to 7, the day is long gone. I'm Ryan, the lead programmer here. Wait, you don't even have a demon? That's what happens when people start on a weekend. I'll plug you into the system. Done. I'll install your demon. It'll onboard you and you won't waste the whole day. And yes, you can take it to any other game in your free time, even though Demons haven't launched yet. It's a fun thing to do. Yeah, I don't think I can refuse, although I feel very uneasy with an AI being connected to me. But I think refusing is very suspicious. Although I guess I'll try this. I'm not super invested in this story, so sorry bud, not on my helmet. They are obligatory, even Shivani has one. In fact, she was the first to install a demon. If anything goes wrong, log out and inform us. As you can see, someone is always available to respond, even on the weekends. It'll take a while, it has to access your helmet. It'll give you an advantage over everyone who uses an ordinary virtual assistant. A crossbow bolt hit him mid-sentence. His skin started changing color and turned black and blue. He groaned and started scratching himself. Again? We get it, you don't like us. Now fuck off. What was that? A crossbow bolt with a cheat on it. Pain is disabled here, you know, PG-13, but you can add itching to a weapon. Another idiotic prank. They're getting out of control. They target the programmers who work on demons. I need to log out. It gets rid of the itching. I leave you with your demon. It's all set up. It will seem simple at first, but you'll see that it learns fast. He left the Virtualium. Yeah, so the employees themselves have some problems with the demons, as evidenced by the...
My name is... I'm your demon, provided by courtesy of the Peg Corporation.
Let me assist you in finishing my installation. Before we begin, I need to run a simple calibration. First calibration phase. Please think about something pleasant. I thought about helping people and having a mission. That's what being a game deck was all about. You've just received your first Corp Cred. The Corp Cred system is specific to PE, designed to make your work more productive and fun. You've just finished step 1 of your calibration, which is productive, and you're having fun leveling. Let's not lose momentum. Now for the sensory calibration, please think about something tasty. I analyzed the data stream that the daemon ran on PE servers and my helmet. It analyzed everything I saw and felt in my reactions. The results of the analysis were stored in the AI's code. Its neural network was growing more complex every second. After a few moments, I was unable to understand what was happening in there. You don't want to think about food, I understand. Sadly, I won't be able to award you with a Corp Cred for this part of the calibration. Proceeding to the third phase, please think about anything you want. It was very similar to the software I had seen in Shivani's office, but Shivani's was much more complex and the calibration is complete. Welcome to 7, the days long gone, a project where your ideas are forged into reality. You would soon be provided with armor according to your department, clothes from the original 7 game to increase your immersion. I will learn how to best serve you in the days to come. Forgive me if I seem clumsy now. It's only the beginning of our beautiful friendship. What could you tell me about 7? It's unique. Working in the game makes the process faster and more fun. And then there's us, the Daemons. But it's better to see for yourself than hear it from me. Go ahead, explore. I'll help you as you go. How do you work? What do you do? I assist you so that you can work and play to the best of your ability by optimizing the way you perceive the virtualium. As time passes, my conversation skills grow, so hopefully I'll become a good companion. Go ahead, explore the project space. It'll be fun. Beyond the gate, I saw a concrete level and lights. It seemed some people were arguing. According to the system, it was the creative space. The designers and artists worked there. You've just interacted with the environment and learned something. Congratulations. You've earned a Corp Cred because learning about your work is productive, not to mention fun.
Don't lose momentum! Continue exploring!
The gate stopped me, I couldn't get in. A message appeared briefly before my eyes. Due to absence of all of the employees, the communication space is offline today. Have a nice day. You seem tense, Teriel. Is the level... Is the level of your intelligence in the room too high for you? The level of bullshit sure is. There was a gate in front of me. Beyond it, I could see concrete greenery and people who seemed to be working. The system informed me that this was the coding space, the programmer's department. The gate didn't let me in. A message appeared briefly. Due to the absence of all employees, the compliance and QA space is offline today. Have a nice day. Hi, I'm Ken. I'm new. Why does it smell like raspberries in here? When I got closer to the guy, I smelled raspberries. It was quite nice. I wanted to do something nice for the team, so I'm setting up this small smell for Monday, so that they will feel better at work. So, you do office maintenance?
I take care of positive atmosphere, as every good manager does.
And I'm an excellent manager. And I'm Bruno's demon. Today I'm here to support him in these thoughtful acts. It's nice to meet you. When the demon introduced himself, I saw something gleam on Bruno's chest, a badge saying, "Ask me about 7." Okay, but why raspberry? It's actually the Daemons idea. It did some research and told me that raspberry is the most liked smell in the office. How do I go through one of those gates? You need a hood. They work on keycards for different departments, I think. I don't have one. But I can still access almost everything. Can you give me a hood maybe? Or access to a department? Are you insane? I can't draw attention to myself, especially like that. They would fire me in a heartbeat, not to mention the lawsuit. So, you're a manager. What do you manage? Like staff, everything really. Hence the gamification title. It's a flexible role, versatile. Lots of mental agility is needed. I know talking to new people can be daunting, but if you tell a new employee about your work, it will help them. Of course, you're right. He clapped twice and his demon disappeared. I noticed he paled since we started talking. I'm a jack of many trades myself, you know. It's not easy for people like us. I had no idea what I was supposed to do in half of my jobs. You know the human body inside and out. You can assess someone's health based on the test results or just by talking to them. You know the dangers of using the wrong equipment or the chemicals for virtualia. The dead hold no secrets from you either. For you, one look is enough to know.
Okay. You win. I don't know what I'm doing here. Are you happy now?
His hands started shaking, and after a moment he broke. I could ask someone what your role is. No, if they check what I was supposed to be doing, they would see that I am not doing it. I can be discreet. It's too big of a risk. If you want to help me add some corp cred to my account, there's an admin panel in the base of the leaderboard. I don't know how to use it though. The commands are all gibberish. At least I know you're not a coder. What do you mean you don't know what you're supposed to be doing? And no one found out? I don't know. I guess they assumed I knew, and if you don't work, that the gamification system is supposed to show you that. But I started doing small things that gave me corp cred, and somehow I slipped under the radar, I guess. But I'm running out of ideas. It has been 2 weeks and I'm earning less and less corp cred. Saturday overtime barely affects my score. Can you tell me something about this virtualium? How does it work? I'm not really the right person to ask. I have no idea what's going on here. Your demon will help you more than I can. So, tell me about 7. You mean the masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from the Peg Corporation? Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with magical interface, stunning high-resolution 3D landscapes, a sophisticated score and sound design. Beat the rush, go buy 7 today. Bruno was working hard for his corp cred. Remind me, how do I get through those gates? You need a hood. They work as keycards for different departments. I don't have one. You've just made a new friend. Congratulations. You earned the corp cred and your first title. Isn't that exciting? Well, to be honest, I am a bit annoyed by you popping up all the time with like supposed positive reinforcements. It gives me very sort of a cultish vibe. You know, you have your corporate overseer hovering over your head 24/7 and giving you like pep talks and, you know, inciting you to work harder. This system you have here is very dangerous. It could be very addictive and have the potential to erode relationships. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that with some more exploring, you will be able to appreciate our methods. Yeah, I guess that's an added thing that it's sort of, it might get you kind of addicted to, because it's like, you know, the corp cred, I assume, it affects things like your sort of work situation. They have a leaderboard, so they are basically conditioning you to work harder like a lab animal. And as I said, I just feel very uncomfortable about this intelligence hovering over my head 24/7 and checking everything I do and commenting on it. A leaderboard, the oldest method of brain hacking. No tech was needed, just enough to ensure that the victim saw the data. You could make people do crazy stuff for the first position on a leaderboard. I would know, I used to do them. Elizabeth, the miracle worker, Bruno of many trades, Bao the bugslayer is the last guy. Well, someone had to be last. Emperor Dungeon Geek, Ryan, Master of the Universe, Ellie the Guardian. Ryan was in second place. Nice. Shivani wasn't anywhere on the leaderboard. She must have opted out of gamification. I suppose superiors could do that. I found the console Bruno was talking about. The panel was hidden at the base of the construction. Loading. Welcome to PCCLI. Use the help command for the list of commands. Use the exit to log out from current section. List of available commands. Is it in here? It is not. So how does that help me then? You haven't told me anything. Use ISA to list usernames with administrative privileges currently online. Use this, where U is the user ID, to change the user's stats. Use this when U is the user ID to log in. To find that user's ID. To show the user's role. Okay, so I want to use this to find what's Bruno's ID. T76SL. Assistant to Shivani Tana. He's her assistant and he doesn't know what? It's a bit weird. But how is it possible that all that I needed to log in as admin is some random bullshit? Like anyone could have done that. I didn't even need like a password or anything. I needed to go to Bruno and tell him the good news. This user is a great human being. That's about Bruno. Corp cred modified. I noticed a weird parameter in the command. There was also an annotation. During the last 2 weeks, some people had received more corp cred, and some have received none. I amended that by giving the victims a multiplier of number 2 of times 2 for a week. What do you want to do? Can I change mine? What's my ID? User not found. The system must have had a lag or something. I already had an ID, but my name wasn't on the list of employees. You've explored the common space. This is a space where all of the departments meet. There are many departments here: creative, coding, compliance and quality assurance, communications. Time to get to know your department. I didn't want to leave the space yet. I needed to find more clues. Why all the C's? Shivani's chambers start with S. I'd like to stay here some more, but we have a perfect onboarding prepared for you. Believe me, it will be more fun and productive. Hey, I have an idea. Why don't you check my data and see my opinion on finishing sentences before I have the chance to do so? Oh my, I won't do that anymore. Now let's continue to your workstation. It'll be even more fun than this. And there's a department assigned to your file. There must have been some miscommunication. No department assigned to your file. Tell me, what position were you employed for? How do I turn you off? I had never seen an AI like this. You can summon and dismiss me with a double clap. I clapped 2 times and it disappeared. Hey, there's been a huge change in my corporate account. You're welcome. And you'll probably want to know that you didn't get your corp cred because of an error in the system. What? But it's the demons who give out corp cred. The coders told us there's no way the demons could malfunction. Something must have happened on their end. So the demons could malfunction. Was it possible that Shivani's had too? I needed to get to the coding space if I wanted to find out. It seems you're Shivani's assistant. But she only talked to me once. Told me not to worry about the job and to take everything and my time with the onboarding. She seemed distracted, you know, she's very busy. Busy or afraid? If this was 2 weeks ago, she must have already known something was wrong. That's why I have access to everything. It's a dream job, no responsibility, only status. Okay, you know what? I think this first episode has been long enough, so I'm going to pause it here. Oh, I guess I can save in this one, as opposed to the other one. I'll end it here. That's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.